Hey!
New Zealanders have got a sense of humour, you know, and as long as we're not absolutely getting into the trough and belittling people, and there's nothing wrong with a little bit of a laugh every now and again. I mean, take a look at yourself. You were obviously teased a bit when you were a kid.
Oh, wow. What are you trying to say, man? Well, I was a bit because I had an afro. What do you reckon? What do you reckon about that song? Should it be the Electoral Commission says yes?
We need to lighten up. We really do need to lighten up. I don't see any problem with that. I don't see it as political campaigning. And look, we've lost something with the fact that we can't be satirical about our politicians.
What about,
I think we really have lost something.
What about if Darren there was sort of talking about Cunliffe?
Yeah, look, I think we've got to take it on the chin. We just got to lighten up. We're in the public spotlight. That's life. And as long as it's genuinely fun, it's not personal, it's not attacking, then why not?
What about you, Lewis? I mean, me and Grace Sue's deciding what the Electoral Commission deciding what we think was funny. I mean, I can't believe that song there is kind of banned from from TV, radio.
Yeah, look, they're an independent body from the government, so they make their choice about what they say is campaigning and what isn't. But I think it's very important for us in any democracy to actually take the mickey out of ourselves, you know. So what we don't want to take ourselves too seriously.
So what have you found funny then? I mean, what's the funniest, apart from Colin Craig in the grass, which actually I think, personally, I think that's the best satire in the last 25 years. What have you found funny on the campaign trail?
Oh, look, there's been lots of things. I tell you, you see some funny things out door knocking. You know, people turning up to the door naked and that sort of thing.
Keep going, continue.
There's a lot of people who turn up in their dressing gowns, you know, at 1 p.m. in the afternoon.
1 a.m.?
1 p.m.,
Why
sorry.
are you door knocking?
I wasn't door knocking at 1 a.m. I'd like to make that clear.
Does Cameron Slater know about this?
It'll be on his blog tomorrow, probably.
All right.
Sorry about that, I had late nights.
Georgina Byer, what have you found funny and what do you think of the role of humour in politicking?
Oh, humour is vital and important. It's part of the engagement in democracy, and we've got to have a bit of levity when we're this close out from an election, and I welcome it all. In fact, this could be a great... We're concurring here.
Yeah.
We could be the face of a new government, Wallace.
Oh, heaven help me, don't...
A grand coalition.
Coalition of the funny.
Imagine that. Imagine that. Whew. All right, Damien.
Well, first of all, I wanted to have a quick chat with Darren Watson. Thanks very much for coming along, Darren.
Yeah, that's all good.
A lot of people that I've spoken to don't understand that Planet Key, the song, it's not just banned for the election period. It's actually, you can never play it ever.
Oh, I can play it, but the radio can't play it. And you can't play it unless it's on a news broadcast, ever.
Does that just seem a little bit odd to you?
Yeah, well, I'd hate to use the C word, but it does sound awfully a lot like censorship to me.
Right. Are you, I mean, you know, under this T-shirt, is there a Mana T-shirt, a Green Party? I mean, are you...
There's a blubbery kind of guy who thinks a lot about... I don't think the cult of personality is a good thing for New Zealand. I think regardless of what political kind of party you might support, I think we need to get away from this cult of personality. That's the whole point of the song, and get back to policy.
Get back to policy. I've heard a lot of people, including the National Party, saying that this week. So you might be in luck after some of the stuff that's gone on. Just finally, as of Monday, I understand you're going to court to fight this, to make sure that not just Planet Key but all the protest songs can be heard.
Yeah, I think Tom Scott's pen isn't being taken away from him. So I think just because we work in this medium, we should be allowed to.
It does seem very odd, doesn't it? Nikki Hager's got a book out. John Key's got a book out. Well, biography out. You know, Tom Scott's doing cartoons, and your song doesn't get played.
Exactly.
When humour just goes too far, they form their own party, they get funding, they get to... I mean, first of all, hello, Ben Uffendale from thecivilian.co.nz.
Hi.
Welcome. You are a well-known satirist. You've done quite well. You've got a party now. You're running for East Coast Bays?
Yes, I'm running for East Coast Bays. I'm surprised you heard that, though. I only said that to the AGM.
Sorry, I've got someone talking about you. Sorry, what did you say?
I said I'm surprised that you know that, because I haven't announced it.
Oh, I see.
I'm announcing now. I'll be running for East Coast. East Coast.
Okay.
So.
Let's just say some emails came my way. Okay, little USB stick with some civilian stuff on it.
I told you not to talk about that, Damien.
Yeah. Okay. So, do you think do you think it's odd that you can have a website that does the sort of harebrained stuff that you get up to, and you get paid money to have a political party, and Darren Watson there can't have a song played on the radio?
Yeah, I'm quite lucky, aren't I?
You are. How much funding did you get from the Electoral Commission? Because that sort of caused a bit of a stir at the time, didn't it?
No, it did. It did. It caused a lot more of a stir than actually what Darren's doing. But
It's not a competition.
it's perfectly okay with the Electoral Commission. But his hasn't caused a stir at all. I think that's the strange thing about it. It's only the Electoral Commission. But we got $33,635 in broadcasting funding. I can't just buy a yacht. I did ask the Electoral Commission if I could just buy a yacht and paint an ad on the side of it. Apparently,
You can probably lease a yacht. I mean, I'm just coming up with some ideas here. We could probably lease a yacht and paint civilian on the side of it.
well, I was told that anything remotely like that was not okay.
So what are you going to spend your money on then?
Well, we'll be spending money on ads, just television ads, radio ads, which is sort of all we're allowed to spend it on.
But are they going to be good, or is it just going to be, people?
No, just be people rowing. Yeah.
Do you think we've seen? I mean, some people have said in the last week, just finally, some people have said in the last week that we've seen a new low in politics. Do you think also with the advent of social media, with parody, with things like this, we've possibly also seen some brighter moments as well?
No, I think we have. I think to say that we've seen a new low in politics, I'm only 23 years old, and in the time I've been following politics, I wouldn't say this is a new low. I'd say it's low, but that's what I've come to expect.
Right, okay.